Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going? I'm the Friend, and welcome back to the next episode of my Path of Exile playthrough with the Duelist. Alright, so in the last episode, we did start off this playthrough in the last episode, made our way to Lionized Watch here, our first little town here in Act 1, and we got a couple quests, or actually I guess we only got one quest, which is what we're going to be doing here in today's episode, trying to complete this, this first quest. So let's get going. First off, we have to head to the coast here, and essentially what we have to do is really just make our way up the coast and find the waypoint for one, but also we want to find the, you can see here, Mercy Mission, Tidal Island, and we got to go and find the, what's it called, the medicine chest. And once we get the medicine chest, we will complete the quest and get some items, which will be really nice. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. And actually, one thing that I did not mention in the last episode that I intended to but neglected to do so was that this build that I'm going to be going for here is viable. I have played through the entire game with this build, so I know that it is viable. I have defeated the Merciless Labyrinth as well as Merciless Difficulty with this character, so I am very certain that it is viable, and you all could use this build and complete the game with it. But anyways, we did level up here, so we're gonna throw another point into more physical damage here. Call that good. And this area, you can, you know, for a majority of this game, especially in normal difficulty, you can, you know, go everywhere and defeat all of the enemies within a given area, but it's really not necessary. If you just kind of move through the game at a decent pace, you will level up and gain experience pretty easily and at a good rate, and you're never really gonna feel underleveled. At least I've never felt underleveled, I guess. So if you see me like not defeating every enemy in a given area, like, you know, if you watch my Diablo 2 playthrough, for the most part throughout normal difficulty, I was taking down pretty much every enemy that I came across and trying to map out most of the areas for the most part. But honestly, in this game, it's not completely necessary, especially in normal difficulty. Like I said, if you just kind of move through the game at a at a pretty good pace, and just defeat the enemies that you come across, you're gonna level up just fine, and you really shouldn't have too many difficulties. But if you notice back there, I did actually fight a I don't know what you call it. I kind of call them mini bosses. Every not every area, but a lot of areas have their own like little mini boss. Like in the first episode, we had Hillock. He was at the end of the first area there, right before we got to Lionized Watch, and it's just kind of like a little mini boss of the area. You'll come across those throughout the game, and you know, it's good to defeat them because they have a higher potential of dropping better items. But anyways, we did find the waypoint here, which is really good, and we also leveled up. So we're going to throw this into armor and evasion and life. Very, very good to pick up here. Life is very important in this game. You want as much life as you can. It is one of the most important stats to get in this game. Alright, so there's two directions that we can go here. If we head up this way, we will find the entrance to the mud flats here. But we don't want to go there quite yet. We actually want to head over this way and go to Tidal Island so that we can complete our first quest. If we look at our map here, we have a little side area, which is where Tidal Island is. If we go this way, this is the mud flats, and that will progress us through the game. So we're going to go to Tidal Island here, and we're going to complete our first little quest. And this area is essentially just a big circular area, so it doesn't really matter which direction you go. You will eventually find the boss monster in this area that will drop the medicine chest. And so we're going to take down these guys. And if you see on the ground there, there is a ring, an iron ring. So I have a decent amount of currency already in my stash. So that allows me to have a little bit more flexibility in terms of what I use them on. So I'm actually going to pick up this ring here because, well, I have this automatically gets put on, but when I get back to town, I'm gonna be using a alch on it, orb of alchemy. Excuse me, I can't talk, and that will turn into a rare item, which will give it some extra stats and make it a little bit better. And you can only use an alch on um, normal items or white items. Normal items or white items. So I could do the same thing to these iron or gauntlets, excuse me, if I wanted to, and I could get rid of these guys. These are kind of nice right now just because they give me more attack speed. So I'm probably going to keep them on. It's entirely possible, though, that I would, alch some gloves and get more attack speed with those. But these are a sure thing, and I don't want to just waste, my currency. I do have a good amount of currency, but you don't want to just waste them on every little thing, I guess. So it looks like we did find the the boss monster here in this area. He drops the medicine chest. We pick that up and make our way back to town. I could pick up these iron greaves again. Like I said in the first episode, white items and blue items I don't really care that much about. I could pick up blue items and identify them for alterations, but I have a lot of alterations, and I'm not really hurting for them, so I'm not really gonna pick them up. And let's just take on these guys here, and then we'll head back to town and complete our quest. Alright, let's head back to town here. Run up this way, talk to Nessa and to this guy here. We can get a potion now. She gives us a potion for completing this quest, and normally, if this is your, excuse me, if this is your first playthrough, you want to get the Quicksilver Flask, because it'll help you run a little bit faster throughout the game. So that's just what I'm going to pick up for right now. I don't really need it. Like, I have some in my stash, but I'll just pick it up just to show that off for you guys. And you can talk to him, and he says some things. Run over here to this guy, and he will give you another quest. Got to clear the fetid pool. And for that quest, we will get some items and stuff. Let's look at this, and look at our quest log here. And this is the quest that we just got. So we got to head to the mudflats now, and there will be another offshoot kind of area where we complete that quest. But we're not going to take that on here in today's episode. We're going to save that for the next episode. Before we go here, what we're actually going to do is we're going to do what I said here. We're going to take this ring, and we're going to use an alch on it and see what we get. Let's see. I mean, that's not terrible. It could definitely be worse. It's not fantastic by any means. The strength is nice, and the elemental damage to my attacks is pretty good too. So all around, I mean, it's better than it was, and before that I had nothing. So I'll take it. But it looks like that's about all we can do with that. We're gonna throw the rest of this stuff in our stash, and I don't know why I had picked that up, this spirit shield thing. But we're going to sell that, and we're going to sell this because what I have on is just a little bit better. So let's get rid of that and throw that there, and call that good. And let's actually throw that in there. Alright, we are going to end things here for today. So if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. If you have any comments, questions, advice, go ahead and leave those in the comments section. If you'd like to stay up to date with what I'm doing here with my Path of Exile playthrough, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would also appreciate if you went to my Facebook page, my Twitch page, and follow me over there. But until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you all next time.